everybody, it's me Jess and welcome to another video on my channel. The F1 2021 season is finally here. Sort of. Very soon, we're going to see the cars for the very first time on TV for F1 testing. And some of you may be thinking, Jess, why do you make such a big deal of F1 testing? And it's for that reason that I actually get to see cars on track for the first time in a while. The drivers haven't had much of a break compared to the last few seasons, mainly because the F1 2020 season ended so late. This means the drivers have only had a few months to get used to their teams. At the end of each day, I'll be doing a quick review of what's gone on with each day of winter testing. But in this video, I'll be giving you a quick preview of what to expect. So where is F1 testing taking place this year? Usually, for a majority of the years, it usually takes place in Spain at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia. But this year, it's going to be very different. It's going to be taking place at the Bahrain International Circuit. And it's quite fitting actually, because the Bahrain Grand Prix is actually going to be the first race of the season. The first time the Bahrain Grand Prix was held was back in 2004, and it was actually held as a day race. The Bahrain Grand Prix has been held at many layouts, including the famous outer layout, which provided a really great Grand Prix at the end of last year. But the F1 testing is going to be taking place in the normal Grand Prix layout. The track is 5.4 kilometers long and it has 15 turns, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and it has 3 DRS zones. The Bahrain International Circuit was designed by the same architect who designed Sepang and most notably Vietnam. I'm glad Vietnam's not on the F1 calendar anymore. So now you had a bit of a history about the circuit. How does F1 testing work? This year is going to be a lot different, potentially due to the COVID restrictions and lots of other things. So that's why this year the drivers are only going to be doing pre-season testing for 3 days. Friday the 12th of March, Saturday the 13th of March, and Sunday the 14th of March. The 3 days of pre-season testing in 21 is down from 6 days in 2020 and down 8 from 2019. Teams are only allowed to run one car on track during testing, which means most drivers will get a maximum of 1.5 days each in the car. Even though the car is a lot similar to last year, there are many reasons why F1 testing still happens. There is a change to the technical regulations which are designed to reduce downforce levels, and there's also new Pirelli compounds which they'll be testing as well. There's also some aerodynamic and power unit changes as well. F1 testing is a chance to see if the new aero rules have either slowed down the cars or made the cars faster. And it is a chance for McLaren to test the Mercedes power unit in their car for the very first time. We get to see how Fernando Alonso does in the Alpine car. Originally I was very sceptical on Fernando Alonso's return to the sport, but with more people talking about it, I'm actually really excited to see how he does. And I think he's going to get a win this year, but I'll leave that for a whole nother video. In F1 testing, we also get to see the 3 new rookies in their F1 cars for the very first time. That's Nikita Mazepin, Mick Schumacher, and Yuki Tsunoda. So there's quite a lot of things that the teams need to test this year. And the teams will need to understand all of these before the season opener on the 28th of March. Majority of their teams have posted a driver lineup of which drivers will be testing which days. Most teams have chosen to split their driver lineup for at least one day, and some teams have got one driver testing for the whole day. There's no minimum or maximum laps that drivers will have to do in testing. And for those of you that are wondering when F1 testing is happening, it's happening between 10 AM and 7 PM local time. And if you're from the UK, that is 7 AM to 4 PM. And if you're from Europe, it's between 8 AM and 5 PM. If you like this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn notifications on so you know when to tune in to my videos. You can also check my Twitter at JessGames95 and I'll keep you up to date on when my commentaries happen. Thank you very much so much for listening, and I'm looking forward to covering more of the F1 2021 season on my YouTube channel. I will see you soon for another video. Bye!